good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. There's a story that's trending right now in Nigerian media about a brother by the name of Chuks Enekwe. I'm pretty sure I messed that up. But he's a Nigerian American that was born in Queens, New York. Now, this is important because he was born in America, even went to Purdue University, and he was on the shot put team. And he's top 10 in the world at what he does, and he's actually in the finals in the shot put in this year's Olympics. But what makes it interesting is that instead of competing for the United States, he is competing for his parents' homeland of Nigeria, all right? And due to his success, people are upset because he's on the world stage, and his wife, as you see here, is a white lady. She's Caucasian. Now, what I thought in many cases, and even though he was raised in America and probably is very familiar with the African American experience, in the black community, if you have a white wife, as a black man in our community, it's almost very similar to the community will look at it as you're being a traitor. So what it could deem you is somewhat of a black community death sentence as far as, moving around the community, people having something to say about you and things like that, especially if you're very successful. It's looked at very negatively. But what I've noticed that on the continent, that it's not really so big of a deal, which is why this is shocking, because I know guys that have white wives, that have Chinese wives, and they're chiefs, right? They're perceived, highly in those countries. Interracial dating for African men is not really a problem. But it seems that in this particular discussion, his wife is white, and so people are attacking him for not having a Nigerian lady, particularly from his home area, which is the Southeast. It's like, listen, you are competing for Nigeria, even though you're an American, but you have a white wife. Now, his sister, who also has grown up in the West, the United States, pretty much roasted them for their entitlement. And I know that she roasted them because, like, you can tell this is like an African-American style roast. And I don't want to read all of it, but she says this, and I'll put this part. Day music! I just saw comments about my brother's white wife. So he should now, after being with this person who has supported him before he ever won his first medal, leave her and find a, let me just put, I'll blur that out, 250% density wig wearing, sloppy build, I'll put that part, right? Never contributing financially, emotionally, or otherwise, Nigerian woman to celebrate his wins. We won't even put what she said, because what she said would get the channel flagged, okay? So we're not even gonna put the whole comment up there at all. It was that bad. All right, if you want to see the whole thing she said, she's pretty much saying in so many words, okay? You ladies are entitled, and you have done nothing for this man, yet you expect that he should be pretty much buying you wigs, weaves, and sandals, okay? But let me talk about this real quick. There's a dynamic that we're not talking about. And a lot of black people, especially in the African-American community, Nigerian-American community, when men get successful, I know it happens more so in our community, but I guess now I'm finding out that, hey, this happens in the Nigerian-American community too. White women, like let's, when black men become successful, if he met her in college, okay, most likely her family is not coming up struggling. And when you're a black man, you're trying to date sisters from, America, more often than not, I'm not saying all the time, but more often than not, most people's families are poor, okay? So a lot of women have the responsibility in our community and in Africa of trying to support their families, being hit with the black tax and all that. So they don't really get a chance and the opportunity to really just be able to choose a man based on merit. You know, they're always searching for the bag. I think when we look at like Europeans and Caucasian stuff like that, their family is in a more of a better situation. Okay, that can be able to contribute, you know, quicker. They can look at a guy also for wealth, but they can look at the potential more and ride on it more so than sisters can. That's the kind of thing I want to look at. There are also reasons why, you know, women are looking for guys that have the bag quicker that come out of poverty than women who are not. But I do want to talk about this certain thing about entitlement. And I think there's a good point to be made. We have in our community and in Africa, ladies who feel that they should get something for no contribution. All right? And that's the reality of what Kevin Samuels has been talking about. That's the reality of what the Black Manosphere has been talking about for many years. Okay? You want to wear wigs, weaves, and sandals. When this guy didn't have anything, you were not there. Now he has something. He should just come and give it to you. Now, on the other hand, if women get on and become rich and become all that, you know, and they get with a white guy, I mean, should we be like, well, you wasn't the one trying to talk to us, now you got thick and all that, now you're with a white dude? I mean, women would like make us feel real dumb by saying that. Like, what are you talking about? And that's the situation here. You know, it comes to understanding, even if you are from a poor background, even if you are from a situation, and let's be honest, a lot of Nigerian American ladies are not poor, especially in the States. There are plenty of families that, you know, Nigerian Americans from Igbo, they're in America, they're in the UK. And for whatever reason, it's not clicking with some of these brothers that are coming over from Africa. You're seeing a lot of these black men that are coming from, you know, these new generational, what you would call it, blacks, right? Foreign-born blacks. You see a lot of these brothers coming from, you know, the Nigerias, the Caribbean community, Haiti, whatever. A lot of these guys are marrying women who are not black, okay? And I believe that's because that when these guys are young, just like in our community, their women are not really that interested in them. Then when they become somebody, all of a sudden it's, well, why are you not marrying us? And it's like, well, were you there in the beginning? And let me tell you this, men appreciate women who have been there, okay? Like, look at Denzel Washington and his wife. You know, because when we get money, it's like, okay, we can trust you. You know? But then you expect that because, you know, we're the same tribe or the same people or whatever it is, that I'm supposed to just give you everything because, well, you're the same people as me. And that level of entitlement, it reeks through the black community. Just the other day, I got an email from this guy. Yesterday. I called my bro. I'm going to talk about it. Called my bro, Sonny Bravo, and talked to him about it. Okay? Some brother emailed me. Hey, man, love your videos. I'd love for you to be able to help me get monetized and shout my channel. I don't even know this guy. So because I have a bigger following, I don't know you, I'm supposed to just do something for you because I'm black and you black. That kind of entitlement got to stop. You know? And a lot of people think they're entitled to your stuff because, you know, you're black and they're black too. It don't make no damn sense. And it's ridiculous. You know, people have to work for what they get. And the ladies, if they want a guy like this, I don't care if you're in the African American community, in the Nigerian community, just like guys got to work, you got to work. And sometimes these other women, these other guys are not going to care about social economic factors or why they're dealing with white women or black women. He said, the sister said the woman's been down with him since he had nothing. And a lot of times you hear when a lot of black men are dealing with white women, that's what you hear. Where were you at when I didn't have anything? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment in the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high.